SEO in 2025 is about to change drastically, and if you're not ready, you're gonna get left behind. Ranking factors that never mattered before, like brand search volume, are now critical. And in this actionable video, I'll explain my new SEO strategy for 2025 step by step so you can copy it for massive traffic on Google. These are the same tactics that I use at both my portfolio company LeadSpring and my international SEO agency, The Search Initiative. Now before we start, there's 3 quick things that you need to know. First, these SEO tactics are up to date for 2025. Second, everything you're about to learn is actionable. You didn't come here to have someone to tell you, write quality content for the billionth time. And third, my SEO agency, The Search Initiative, is offering free SEO audits until the end of the month. To claim yours, head to thesearchinitiative.com, click on Get a Free Consultation, and then put your details into the form. Now let's get started. The first SEO strategy that you absolutely must not sleep on in 2025 is to focus on increasing the brand search volume for your website. What is brand search volume? Well, think of a company like Tesla. Tesla is the brand name, and how many times people search for Tesla in a given month is the brand search volume. Businesses, products, and associated brands can also add towards your brand search volume. For example, this Ahrefs keyword report showing my course, The Affiliate Lab, my conference, the Chiang Mai SEO Conference, and Matt Diggity Gender as branded keywords. What the fuck? So Matt, what am I supposed to do? Start a conference so I can rank websites in 2025? No, we'll get into how to create brand search volume at scale soon. But let me first tell you why it matters, because I told you so. Kidding. Reason number 1 is because I did a private data study on over 1,000 websites and found that sites with brand search volume are vastly outperforming sites without it. Reason number 2, this Moz study basically confirmed the same thing. Slight difference as they're tying it to backlinks as well. And reason number 3, I have sites that are recovering and thriving by applying the brand search volume techniques I'm about to show you. Now, my SEO team is going to be pissed that I showed you this search volume technique. Now hear me out. What happens when a person who's looking for a job finds a job listing that they're interested in and want to apply to? They Google search that business to see what the hell it is that they do. In other words, they generate brand search volume. Here's a list of job boards that allow you to post without an upfront payment. Go ahead and pause and screenshot this. Next time you have an opening for a writer, editor, or freaking in-house breakdancer, post your listing everywhere to generate a ton of brand search. If you want to take this to another level, you can run ads. Run cheap engagement ads on the target country you're trying to rank in to generate brand search volume like crazy. If you need help running ads for anything for that matter, my PPC agency Diggity Media has got you covered. Next, imagine you have a blog about pets. Now imagine someone Googles best pet blogs. They find your website at the top of this list here, and then what do next? They toss your brand name into Google and find your site. Again, brand search volume. Or what if someone Googles best SEO expert and they land on an article like this, then they find Matt Diggity, is that even a real name? And then they Google me. Again, more brand search volume. So what you want to do is outreach to these sites and get featured in these roundup lists. Alternatively, you can DIY this yourself by getting Reddit, LinkedIn, and Twitter roundup lists to go viral. Next up is YouTube. YouTube can create a buzz and build brand inquiry faster than any medium on the planet. Everyone watches YouTube. Plus, many people end up searching in Google for your videos just because it's easier than loading YouTube and then searching. And what does that generate? Brand search. If you need help getting started with video, check out my done-for-you video agency, Epic Video, and use code MATT20 to get 20% off until the end of the month. Next, we have search bots. These are services, usually black hat, that'll perform searches on Google, then click on your site and the result. I'm currently testing the hell out of these, and when I come to a conclusion on which works the best, you'll be the first to know. By the way, if you're committed to leveling up in SEO this year, make sure to subscribe. I'm doubling down on this channel this year with tons of videos like these, so make sure you get notified. My next 2025 SEO strategy is traffic diversity. That is, getting traffic to your website from places that are not Google.
But Matt, you're telling me I'll get better SEO results by not doing SEO?
Yes. And don't worry, we'll get into the content and backlink strategies later, but you stayed watching this video so far for the new shit. Not too long ago, the Russian search engine Yandex had a code leak exposing how it works. Yandex isn't Google, obviously, but it's reportedly very similar. In the link, we found ranking factor 1367 that awards sites with a healthy percentage of traffic from social networks. And ranking factor 250. If the percentage of traffic you get from search engines is too high, that can be viewed as a negative ranking factor. This is the monthly traffic I get to diggitymarketing.com, broken down by traffic source. Organic search is on top, of course, but as you can see, there's a super healthy amount of traffic from paid social. You know I love PPC. I run ads to lead magnet landing pages like these where I collect email addresses. Another Google independent traffic source. If you want to geek out on how I integrate profitable paid ads with SEO, check out my video called Don't Do This If You Want to Make Money Online after you finish here. We also have organic video, which is no surprise as you already know I do YouTube. Although sometimes I feel like it's doing me. Referral traffic is through backlinks, a mighty fine side effect of link building, which we'll get to later. Organic social is from social media profiles. Right now, LinkedIn is getting an incredible amount of reach. Same with X and Facebook once the algorithm gets used to you sharing consistent stuff that people like. And lastly, we have email marketing, the holy grail of traffic that you actually have control over. By the way, here's a quick word from the sponsor of this video, Search Intelligence.
This campaign got us big links in websites such as Lifehacker, Wales Online, Daily Record, and about 20 other news websites. Let me show you how we've done it. We knew that people will be flying a lot this summer, and we knew that journalists will be writing about this topic a lot. So, on behalf of our client, we put together a nice guide about how to fall asleep on the plane. Then we use Muckrack to find journalists who write about travel. Then we put our advice in a nice email and send the tips to the journalists. Within just a few days, the links started landing, securing our client natural placements in really big websites, just like this, and this. This is a great example about how you can leverage seasonal trends to earn links to a website. Anticipate what journalists want to write about at all times and give them the stories that they need. They will reward you with some great, juicy links. I hope this is helpful.
Now back to the video. The next strategy is to focus on the mother of all user signals, goal completion. For years we've been debating about whether or not Google considers user behavior or clicks in its algorithm. But whoops, that debate was put to bed when Google was forced to reveal an algorithm called NavBoost in the Department of Justice antitrust trial. NavBoost is used to rank content based on user engagement. If you take a step back and think about things, user signals are a great indicator if people like content or not. Did they spend time reading it, or did they bounce? With YouTube, it's easy. If you're watching this video right now, then you like it, and then YouTube is going to show it to more people. But with websites, it's different. Someone could spend 20 minutes on this article about can dogs eat seaweed, but I wouldn't call that a positive user experience. I'd call it a colossal waste of time. With websites, you want to think about goal completion. You want to end the user's search journey as fast as possible. Let's say someone is searching for best cat shaver. They click on this article here. Then they read this review and decide to buy these weird ass cat clippers. Mission complete. They didn't go back on their browser, nor did they search again, because they got their answer. To optimize your content for goal completion, ask yourself one thing. Does my content answer their question as fast as possible? It doesn't matter if you have the best article on the planet that cures cancer. If it doesn't cure it in 20 seconds, your readers are going to click back on their browsers, and then you're going to drop in rankings. Include a key takeaways section at the top of your articles. This article from Investopedia explains cryptography and cryptocurrency. When we scroll down just a wee little bit, what do we have here? The key takeaway section that draws the eye and gives a succinct bullet point list of the key points of the article. You can also use big font. This article from Japan.travel pulls 14,000 visitors per month for the keyword, when is cherry blossom season in Japan? Doesn't take long to figure that out because they shove it in your face with big ass font. Arigato gozaimasu. When you write your product review articles, display your review tables and call to actions as soon as possible. This article ranks for best Wi-Fi routers and takes 0 seconds to find out which one is the best. The next 2025 SEO strategy is to master the content game. It's really easy to overcomplicate content. Why? Because you're never given any actionable advice about content except write quality content. Thanks guys, big help. Think about content like this. First, you want to map out everything you need to write in order to become a topical authority. And then you want to write each of those articles perfectly so Google loves them. Let's break down both of these things. Topical authority works like this. If I went to my website and wrote an article on spearfishing, Google's going to be like, get the fuck out of here. No, I cannot. But if I wrote 200 articles on topics like Beginner's Guide to Spearfishing, how to choose the right spear gun, free diving techniques for spearfishing, and so forth, then Google's going to start to consider me a topical authority on spearfishing. You figure out all these topics you need to write by generating a topical map. Here's how to speed run the process using ChatGPT. Yo ChatGPT, give me 30 semantically relevant but unique topics under the main category of spearfishing. Then give me 10 different keyword variations of these subtopics that each address a different search intent. And check this out. It breaks down the main categories here, and then breaks those down even further here. Genius. But now you're stuck with 300 articles you need to write. That's where AI saves the day. Again, using a tool like Surfer AI, you can print out 300 SEO optimized articles in a few hours. But what does it mean to be SEO optimized? Think about how Google works. If you wrote a meatball recipe article, how in the hell would Google know if your meatballs are tasty or not? Google ain't got no mouth. What they do is they compare your content against the top ranking articles on Google to make sure your content is similar, or hopefully better. Are you using words like marinara, ground beef, garlic, and parmesan? Okay, good, then you're probably a decent meatball recipe. Again, tools like Surfer reverse engineer page 1 of Google to determine the exact frequencies that Google expects to see these keywords in an article, then guides you as you write so you really can't mess up. The next 2025 SEO strategy is a quality over quantity link campaign. The Google algorithm is married to backlinks. Riddle me this. If there's 400 dead similar meatball recipes, meat, sauce, cheese, whatever, which one gets to the top of Google? Right, the one with the best links. And in 2025, you want good links from powerful, trusted websites that are relevant to yours. There's 2 link building techniques that are working best for me right now. Digital PR, where you're creating articles like my most influential tech company's article, then pitching the story to journalists and picking up some beast links like the New York Times and my favorite Japanese beer company.
Asahi Super Dry.
If you want a deep dive into digital PR, check out my video called I Spent $97,000 to Learn Digital PR After You Finish Here. Then there's high-end guest posting, like this guest post I did for Zapier.com. To find out how I got this link and others like it, watch this video here and make sure to subscribe for more videos just like this one.